Annyeonghaseyo, hi everyone, this is Ariel, one half of Soju for two, and I'm sorry about the glare in my glasses, but this is a final review of Heirs. I know you guys have been waiting for this, my final review. You might be a little disappointed with how I feel about it, but anyway, I'm going to give it to you. So the main actors in this, which of course brought us to this drama, we have Lee Min-ho plays Kim Tan, and you know him from City Hunter, Boys Over Flowers, Personal Taste. We have Park Shin-hye plays Unsung, and we know her from You're Beautiful. Recently, she was in Flower Boy Next Door. We have Kim Woo-bin plays Young Do, and he was in Hakyo 2013. Or School 2013. He was in a movie that just came out, so he's very, very hot right now. And Jin-hyuk from CM Blue plays Chan Young, and Choi Jin-hyuk from Goo Family Book recently plays Kim Won. And so this drama was obviously, it's extremely popular here. My kids are talking about it. My coworkers are talking about it. So it's really popular, and it just ended last week. But it's not my favorite Lee Min-ho drama. I'm sorry, guys. I'll tell you about the plot for a second. So the idea of this plot, which isn't really shocking, we have a bunch of young, rich guys who have problems in their lives because of money, because of status, because of birth, all of that. And then, they're all spoiled little brats fighting over nothing. And then this girl comes in, she stands up to them, and, she doesn't really cow, so they fall in love with her. And so it's a typical story, and it ends typically. And that's why I think I'm least enthused about this of all the recent dramas. Just because it felt so predictable. And I know most dramas are predictable. I know how they're going to end. But this one just was like kind of annoying to me in the end. So bad guy turned good. So this is, I think, the most problem that I have with the drama is that Lee Min-ho's character from the very beginning is like completely smitten with her. And the only bad thing about him is that he's engaged when he meets her. But he's, in high school. And again, that's kind of annoying to me that this drama is set in high school because they're trying to reach the target audience, I understand, of young, high school girls, sort of the tweens. So they want it to be high school so it's relatable to them. But the actors don't look like high school students. The things they're talking about aren't high school problems. So the only thing about it that feels high school is like the kissing. So I think that it doesn't seem realistic. Not that, Boys Over Flowers felt very realistic, but at least they were younger at the time, so they didn't look quite so old. So bad guy turned good. If Lee Min-ho's character had made more of an arc, if he had somehow become compelling or relatable, then maybe I would have liked it better. But he was sort of a good guy from the beginning all the way to the end, and I don't know, I never really felt like that much of a draw towards his character, whereas a Young Do was completely the opposite. So if it had gone towards him, if he had explored his love triangle more, I think it would have been great. I think if he had ended up with her, that would have been the best story. It would have made this really interesting, but Lee Min-ho is clearly the main, so they're not going to shaft him for the new model. The fashion was definitely cutting edge for the men. For the women, it was cute. For Unsung, it was very, very typical. But I'd say that, again, Ubin's fashion was fabulous. I mean, if you saw the one, he wears, this giant leather jacket with, this fur collar, and it's a high neck. Everywhere you go now, that's around, girls and guys wearing it. So he definitely brought that trend out. I'd say his fashion was right on point, and I think very approachable. Lee Min-ho's fashion was kind of a little bit ridiculous. But you will see guys dressed like that here. But I didn't like it as much. But I think it was cutting edge, so I appreciate that. Music. So there was a very dramatic theme song to this drama, and I think that the theme song was more dramatic than the drama itself. There were a few tense moments in this drama, and all of those moments had to do with, Young Do. And I feel like if it had been half as dramatic as him, this would have been a good drama. Even him sitting at, the bench at the GS25 was more, which is a convenience store, is more compelling than, any scene with Lee Min-ho in this drama. So I wish there had just been more of him. It would have been good. Misunderstandings. So there was lots of misunderstandings about birth, about status, about everything. And those things were just sort of little complications, and they felt like that, like a little roadblocks that were just sort of meant to stand in their way. And it wasn't really a big deal about any of those misunderstandings. Love triangle. So the love triangle was there, but I think it could have been better, and that would have made this drama a lot better in my eyes. So I don't know. I'm harsh about this drama, but I'll give it an 8. as my final review for it. An 8 because of Lee Min-ho, because we love him, but I don't think this is his best drama at all. I think it might be my least favorite drama he's in. It has a great cast, they're really cute, there's funny moments, but his character is kind of boring for me. So if it had been more Kim Woo-bin, then I think it would have been like a 10. But because his character was kind of emotional and raw, and like you felt bad for him and you wanted him to like do well and succeed. So I wish there had been more of him. So it's an 8 out of 10 for me. Not my favorite. I know you guys are going to be mad at me, but I don't know. The ending, I was kind of like, okay. Like, I don't feel like it was compelling enough in the end. So that's how I feel about it. There's lots of new dramas coming out, so I'm excited for those. And check out my other reviews this week. Bye, guys.